Hi everyone, I hope you're all having a great day and thanks for joining me. I know it's been like ages since I posted a video, but here I am and let's go. So in today's video we're going to talk about a fairly new palette. This palette came around the holidays, but I was only able to get my hands on it a few weeks back. I'm talking about the Smashbox Art.Love.Color Palette. Just look at the packaging. I think it looks gorgeous. And this palette, when it came out, was marked at $65, but since it's been almost like 6 months since it came out, I got it for $35 and I got it off Sephora's website. We're also going to talk about an eyeshadow that I've been loving recently. It's the Ardency Inn Manuka Honey Enriched Pigments eyeshadow in the shade Peacock. So this eyeshadow has all the colors that you would find on a peacock's feather. We'll talk more about this eyeshadow ahead in the video. So this is the eyeshadow palette that we're going to talk about today. It's the Smashbox Art.Love.Color Palette. It's got a gorgeous packaging. It's got some texture. It's got the Smashbox name, and it's got this kind of pattern of, paint falling down, dripping down. I think it's really, really beautiful. And what you do is you take this band off and you open. So on this side there is some artwork. Smashbox actually contacted an artist to create this palette, and that is why it is so artistic. So this is one of his works. And then when you open this side, you have all the eyeshadows. So it's got 32 photo op eyeshadows, and if you've used Smashbox photo op eyeshadows in the past, you know it's got amazing quality and staying power. It's got 6 blushes, which we will talk about, and then it's got 2 highlighters. So I really like the fact so I really like the fact that Smashbox actually, they have these flaps that open so you can see the eyeshadows, and it's really helpful so that you don't get mess all around. Although these shadows don't really have any fallout, it's still better to have these flaps, so you don't get anything messy. And then when you turn this around, you have some cards in here which show you how to get a few looks. So I've tried a few of them and I am really, really impressed by the quality of the eyeshadows. All these cards and the colors that they're showing here, it's really beautiful. So you get all of these cards in here, and I'm really impressed by the selection of colors they have in this palette. It's not just warm, it's just not neutral. So you have a huge range of colors, from pinks to some warms to oranges to blues and greens and purples. So and even in the blushes, you don't just have rosy pink shades or really berry shades or really shades that really pop. They're all really nice shades. And the highlighters, one is more of a golden and one is a peachy pink shimmer shade. So we'll start off with the rose here, and stay tuned to watch how I got this look, because I did use the Ardency eyeshadow and this palette to create my look today. When you look at the eyeshadows in the palette, they have really put some thought in placing the shadows. So when you see one row here, you can really create a look using all the 4 shadows and the blush, and it would look amazing. Similarly with the shades here, this is more of a warm tone. It's got Java, which is a brown, Oxidized, which is a rose gold shade, Nutmeg, which is kind of a golden shade, Alabaster, which is your matte cream shade, and Sunset, which is a nice little bronzy cheek color. And on the first row we had Naked, which you could put all on your eyelids or use as a highlight. You have Charm, which is a shimmery pink shade, a baby pink shade. You have Candy, which is a nice pink color, and then Framboise, which is pink but mixed with a little bit of purple. Next we move on to Permission, which is a orangey cheek shade. And you have Custard, which is a very light orange shade. Torch, which is kind of an orange shade, Goldenrod, which is straight up yellowish mixed with some green, and Gold, which is a straight up gold shade. And then you have this beautiful Gypsy shade here, which is kind of a black mixed with dark green. We have Spruce, which is a green mixed with some metallic green. We have Zoom, which is a light green. Again, it's got some shimmer in it. We have C, which is some light blue mixed in with some light green, and then Glow, which is your cheek highlight. On the other side we have Bitten, which is the cheek shade, which is kind of a mauvey pink color. We have Sky, which is a light blue, which is also matte. We have Nile, which is kind of a metallic blue, and then we have Azure, which is a very dark teal and it's matte again. And then we have Pacific, which is a metallic green shimmery shade. Then we have Harbor, which is a dark plum shade, and then we have Steel, which is kind of a metallic gray shade. Cement, which is straight up matte gray, and then we have Cosmic, which is a white metallic shade. And then we have a blush called Prism, which is a nice light pink blush. Next we have Plum, which is a darker rose gold blush, which I am wearing today, and I think it looks gorgeous. And then we have Breeze, which is a very light matte eyeshadow, which is kind of very light purple. And then we have Celestial, which is a purple shimmery eyeshadow with some flecks of pink glitter. And we have Eggplant, which is straight up your purple metallic shade. And then Orchid, which is a matte violet color. And lastly we have Ebony, which is your matte black shade. We have Smoke, which is a matte grey shade. And then we have Silver Moon, which is slightly more grey than Cosmic, but it's a grey metallic shade. And then we have Snow, which is your straight up matte white shade, which would work perfectly under your brow bone. And then we have Shimmer, which is again your light rose gold cheek shade. I am wearing that today as a highlight. I think all the shades in this palette are really pigmented and have great staying power, and I really love the fact that they have put in a lot of thought of how they want to place the eyeshadows and blushes on this palette, so that if you're someone who's new to makeup, you don't have to overthink things and you can just pick up a row and create your own look with it. I think it's brilliant. So that was all about the Smashbox palette, and now we're going to talk about the Ardency Inn eyeshadow in the shade Peacock. So I'm just gonna swirl my finger and it feels buttery smooth, and this is how the eyeshadow looks. It's gorgeous. It's got all the shades of brown, green, blue, and everything that you can see on a peacock's feather. It really changes its color when it hits the light. I am wearing this eyeshadow all over my eyelids today and under my lower lash line, and if you would like to see how I created this look, please keep watching.